Alright, so first, how do you update a Drupal 7 website? First, you need to navigate to the website, to the production website, and check whether it has new updates. Once you log in to a production website, you can go to Reports, Available Updates, and check out if there are new updates. Okay, it says that the core is already up to date, and it only has some modules to update. Now, yellow means that it's not a security update. There is nothing really bad that would need to be updated in this case. We don't update the base theme because we don't want our child theme to be broken. So let's imagine that we need to update. In fact, I have a local version of the website that needs to be updated. So in order to update a website, we will take a backup first. I would take a backup of the live site. Configuration, system, backup and migrate. And I will click Backup Now button and backup the website. This is only the database that I'm backing up, not the website itself. So here it is. I have downloaded the zip archive with a dump. Now I need to check it out because sometimes the archive can be corrupted. Go to downloads, and this is today's archive, and I check it out. Yeah, so this is the correct dump, and it ends with the comments, and the last table is XML sitemap. So this is the correct archive. Now I can proceed to update the website. In case like this, when we only have a few modules to update, let me go back to reports, available updates. As far as Drupal 7 is concerned, the core updates, this is Drupal core, are rare these days because the current version is Drupal 8. So the core updates, they come only in case when there is some serious vulnerability found, and that's not often, like once every few months or even more rare. The more time will go, the more rare those updates for the core will be. So I will perform the core update on my local site, which is still 756. And on the live site, I will show you how to perform the modules update. These updates are not security updates. So there wouldn't be a big problem if I don't do that, but I will do that just for the case of illustration. Now, one thing that you need to know is that Drupal has three kinds of versions. One is the core version, which is 7. And so all modules which come under the Drupal 7 version will have 7.x, which means that they are modules for Drupal 7. And then there are at least two other version numbers. In this case, say a minimal administration menu module has version number 1.7. 1 is the major, 7 is the minor. Here, address field, 1.2. 1 is the major, 2 is the minor. What that means is that when modules are released, when they are released within this major versions, like all address field 1 point something will be compatible with address field. So if I updated, say, administration menu and I update 1.7 to 1.9, it's within the same major. The major version is still 1. Only the minor version has changed. So this tells me that there will not be big differences. The database schema and API should remain the same. So I'm not very concerned that this update will break something. It shouldn't break anything. It's just within the minor version. And the same for chaos tools. Now, if it were 7.2, and here's one major, and if it were 2, then I would be concerned. And I would need to test it really well locally to make sure that update doesn't break anything. But since there is 1, and here's 1 major version is just within the same major, I shouldn't be concerned. And here's the same, and here's the same, 1 and 1. So yeah. So in cases like that, here's mail system 2.3, and it says also available 3.0 alpha. So I could update to the next major version, and I will not do that because there is no need for me to update it. It's not a ready release, it's an alpha, and it's not a security issue, so I will leave it be. No need to update if it's not broken and if it's not within the same version. I will not update the theme though, because themes can have those little details that can break something somewhere in the look of the theme, and I will not be able to notice it. So I don't update the theme unless it's a security update. So as far as the modules are concerned, if there is no update, if there is no major update, I can update them easily like this. I click on the update link, tab, and I select them all, and I unselect the theme because I don't want to update it. And I check out again if it's within the major 1, 1719, 113 to 114, 14 to 15, 123 to 124, 3.13 to 3.19. They're all within the same major. So I download these updates, and it downloads them on the server. Okay, and then it says perform updates in the maintenance mode. We will not do that, simply because we have few updates, and because if we forget to leave the update mode, so I don't perform updates in the maintenance mode. So now they have been installed, which means Drupal deleted old modules and copied over the new ones. Now we need to run database updates. Sometimes when a new version of the module comes out, it will have changes in the database. So in order to make sure that it makes those changes, we need to run database update after the code has been updated. So we run database update. And there is one pending update, ctools module. So it needs to do something with cache. So we apply pending updates. That's why we made the dump, because these updates that change the database should not break anything. They rarely do, but if something goes wrong, we want to have a backup. Okay, update has run and we don't see any errors. So now we go to the front page, and nothing really broken. And then we go to reports available updates again, and we see that all those modules have been updated. Black means that it cannot be updated. It's some custom module. So we scroll down, there is nothing more to update. So that's it, basically. Now we will need to log into the site with SSH, and we will need to add it to Git which I will not do here. So now let's look how you update the core. When you update the core, you need to download Drupal core. You go to drupal.org and you download. Okay. Every time I go, download and extend. I would expect a big button, download, okay. And we download Drupal 7, not Drupal 8. So this says Drupal 8 because it's the recent, but we will try, but we need Drupal 7. Where is it? Every time I want to download the older version. Okay, for older versions, see Drupal's project page. We don't want you to download it. It's hidden. Okay, Drupal 7.57. I downloaded. Okay, no, one more click. Okay, it's downloaded. And I go and extract it. Drupal 757. Extract archive here. Here it is. So what I need to do here is I need to delete the sites folder. And then if I run on Apache, it's htaccess. I also need to delete htaccess and gitignore because we have those of our own. We don't want them to get overwritten. Okay, anything else? No. Update. Everything else is good. So we copy those remaining files and then we go to the server, log into the Drupal folder, and we upload here into the core web folder, Drupal folder. In this case, I'm doing that locally. Here's Drupal core folder. You can tell that it's the core folder because it has index.php and it has folders, includes miscellaneous, modules, profiles, scripts, sites, themes. So you can look and say, okay, this is the core folder from which Drupal runs. And you paste here and you override everything. Okay. Now that it's done, you need to go and run database updates, run updates. Because Drupal also can make changes to the database when it updates if it needs to. Okay, so these are just CSS, some CSS files. Don't pay attention to that. Okay. Permission denied folder. Okay, now front page. We already made a backup copy, so basically, if you see errors like these, you need to be able to discern, are they serious or not? That's why making updates can be tricky. It can be an easy thing by itself, but if you see warnings, you need to be able to know, are they serious? Are they breaking my site? What about the actual database updates? It says that no pending updates, where the new Drupal core minor version update did not have any database updates. So we need to look at those errors and see if they're serious. So this is access denied to CSS, default file CSS. and more of the same, more of the same. So it's a permissions issue. I would need to go and allow correct permissions to that CSS folder. And it's all just more of the same. It's not a serious issue. So I will basically need to go and check the permissions in my files folder. So I will ignore those errors for now because they are not serious. And I go to administration pages and I will check whether my core is updated. Okay, reports, available updates. It takes a little bit longer time to load because the cache has been cleaned. When you do updates, it deletes the caches. So now it's the newer version. No more updates to the core are needed. So again, if you do that locally before adding it to Git and putting it to the live site, you need to then go and look around the website and check if everything works. Now, yeah, I don't have many images that's local, so I don't care for those missing images right now. I just care that it should work and it shouldn't have any errors on the side. Except, of course, missing images, which I don't have locally. It's a local website. So yeah, I hope that it helps to update.